Okay, sports fans, no cheesy magic tricks today. Today, we got an old story, the Granny Hope's storybook, you know, from the old days, written before 1968. I don't know what actual day. But today, I think we're going to read the story of Chiquita and the wolf. That's Chiquita, that's the wolf. There you go. This is written again by Hope Nicholson, you know, back in the day. So, your Granny Hope, probably your great Granny Hope, if I'm sending this to the right people, and anybody else, she can be your great Granny too. Like, you know, who cares who's watching this? It's Granny. She was awesome. Anyway, once upon a time, there was a little black dog that lived way up north in Fort Nelson. She was a very old lady type dog, and the cold weather bothered her arthritis. And she often walked around carrying one leg up. She used to get like sore in the cold weather. And nonetheless, she was a very busy dog, and she used to keep an eye on her yard to make sure no big dogs came around to dump over the garbage can. And there were bears and wolves to watch out for, you know. And this was out in the bush a bit, so it was wild animals, and that's what happened. So anyway, this little dog was a Chihuahua called Chiquita, and she was so old she lost all her teeth. Well, she was small, even smaller than cats, and again, no teeth to protect her, right? So people loved her very much, though, and even though she was old and cranky, and they got a dentist to make a set of dentures so she could eat her food and look fierce when she growled. Chiquita didn't mind them dentures, and she'd pop them in when she wanted to eat, all right, but she'd often be a bit lazy about wearing them around the house and would often leave them in her water dish to soak. That seems normal. Then one morning, Chiquita woke up and went outside to take a morning stroll to check up on everything. She didn't put her dentures in. She wasn't ready to eat. There were no gentleman chihuahuas to dress up for in the area, she says. So she went down to the driveway and started around the block, and who she see but a large, black, shaggy wolf. That's not nice. My, but he was even mean and fierce looking. He had mean, slanty eyes and the longest fangs. Here, see, look, check that out. Long fangs, very scary. Okay, anyway, And so being a brave little dog, she stood there and snarled when the wolf saw she had no teeth. He laughed out loud and immediately went after her. Well, she was exactly breakfast sized. It seemed like the best idea. So she certainly wouldn't be very dangerous with no teeth, he says. Well, that poor little Chihuahua, her heart thumped in her chest, and she turned tail and ran lickety-split for home. You never know she had a sore leg then, I tell you. She ran so fast, she was in a black little streak, and she reached a stone fence at the corner of the house. She gave a tremendous leap and sailed right over and rushed up to her house. The wolf was coming as fast as he could. Now, unfortunately, the wolf had never seen a fence before, so he stopped to check it out before he jumped over. And it's a good thing he did, because when Chiquita got to her water dish for her dentures, right, it was all frozen over. Shit! Granny didn't say that. Frantically, she smashed the ice with her little paws and popped them in her mouth, just in time. When the wolf came around the corner of the house, she was snarling at him with a very full set of sharp-looking teeth. Again, grrr. Okay, so, well, the wolf didn't figure on that. Like most wolves, he was a coward and a bully, and he could have sworn that little dog had no teeth. But Chiquita didn't waste no time. She rushed right, again, Granny had better grammar. She said right, waste any time. She rushed right at him, and being small, she ran right at him and gave him a good nip right on his tummy. Terrible. With this, the wolf went howling off into the woods as fast as his legs could carry him. Well, little Chiquita went to the house and laid by the fire. You can be sure she never went outside without her dentures again. And that is one of them Christmas stories Granny wrote for her grandkids back in the old days. First Christmas story of the year. Anyway, love you guys. Take care.